Good evening, folks. This is Rass. I'm going to follow up on. I've been telling Keeps 35 to 38 things I need to work on, and we have a lot of events going on right now. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing to show you I put my money where my mouth is. If you'll take a look at what these level 18 tiles put out, what they pay out. I mean, the Blood of Ares and the Love Box, that comes, the Monarch EXP, that comes whether there's an event going on or not. But the Radiant Star coin and the cheese and stuff, it ain't enough for you to quote unquote get rich on. But them 2 treasure boxes, you need those add up. I mean, it takes forever, but the blood crystals, you need to get as many of them as you can. And so I do 2 level 18 of whatever I'm low on every day, and they pay out. Okay, but I want to show you, for those of you that don't know, let's go, wait a minute, is it in the new? No, it's not in the new. Okay, let's go down to where these are. They're down toward the very bottom. Okay, these here, I usually let them go until I got 7 or 8 of them, but look how these pay out. I mean, that's 25 million resources extra on top of the 36 million I just got. So you do that every single day, that's an extra billion or 2 of something by the next resource event. So it kind of helps. The bigger this thing gets, the faster it gets bigger. Them healing speed ups for this event, if you can knock it to the bottom with the healing speed ups. Them march speed ups, I use a lot of them. And the super 10-minute attack buffs and all that stuff, these pay out pretty good. These eggs do. And see, there's more resources. So a lot of you been getting way bills from me. That's part of where that comes from. Like, I'm fixing to do one right now. Everybody else told me quit sending them resources. I mean, look at what I got on my top bar. Look at what I can collect with the level of resource tiles I got. Just been a couple hours, but look what happens up there. I mean, it accumulates pretty quick for me. We're trying to bring her to K41 this event, so I'll just go through. I just got all this from tiles, from them Maria eggs. And just send a... So, that's where all that... Get off the top of my screen. I don't care who won Subordinate City. Okay. So, from them gatherings, my main concern is my champions. Everybody's trying to get... That's 1, 2 love boxes. Everybody's trying to get these general tokens, Blood of Ares, everything the champion gives you, and the extra buffs. I'm trying to have them gems by next event. But we'll go over here. I've been working on this one because In-City Siege HP, it's got a In-City Siege HP for seal, so we'll put that one up. Attack and Siege HP, range troop attack, all stuff that I want. And see, it just put a In-City ground troop attack up. So against a ground attack, plus it's gathering day, so I just got all that stuff. That adds up. Them general tokens do. But right here, what I want to show y'all, I had some reinforcements, but I won that one on points, taking a solo hit off of a 4800 range attack. Now I've only got 1900 range attack debuff, but I want you to look at my in-city siege. 2900, 2600, 2200, right there in the middle. Okay, they hit me with range, and I was able to get the range defense and HP down. I mean, look at my siege attacks, 2900. Siege starts off with the lowest attack of any troop type. So he pretty well wiped out my T-15 siege with a previous siege attack. I don't have them. There was hardly any, well, there were some T-14s there, but it wasn't till like the T-12 layer and the T-11 layer. Now right there's almost 1 million troops I killed with no loss to my siege layers. And then you look at the T-10s, T-9, that's almost 1 million troops that I killed with my siege. Look, T-10, 486, 363, no losses. I've still got 5 million and 10 million siege there. Okay. And then on down the line you see. And then the rest is ground troop kills. And nothing else, take a moment to look at it. Nothing else engages. Range troops don't do nothing. They don't kill nothing, they don't lose no troops. Mounted troops, they don't kill nothing, they don't lose no troops. T-10 ground, 686,000 kills, 144,000 losses. So I'm 6-1 there. You know, look at a T-12 ground layer, 1.3 million troops. I lose 143,000. So I'm like 12-1 there. 10-1 my way. Now, I want to show you. I know we've taught y'all, you build 100 million T1s, you got a defense. Well, at the level we're playing now, look at what them T1 mounted troops did. I got 581 million T1 mounted troops, and I got full flat refines. They didn't do nothing. They didn't hit nothing. They didn't get killed. T1 ground troops just started to get there. Them siege and ground layers killed everything before it got there in the alert. I've got re-ends, but look, 507 kills, 335 kills, you know, 217 kills. He's just now to 1,000 kills. These reinforcements, they didn't really do much because my siege and my ground killed however many troops this guy sent at me. 6,403,000 troops. I killed 5.5 million of them, and Ebony stopped the attack then. But so I'm trying to help y'all build these in-city buffs up on top of your flat refines, on top of your T1 wall. Now what this will look like, it hits y'all and you do what I'm asking you to do. You're going to stop the attack with your T1 wall if you've got like 500,000 to 1 billion of them, depending on what else you got in there. But you need higher buffs here. And so I've showed y'all with them spiritual beasts, but right now we're killing Vikings. So I'm going to go through here. See how many Viking chests I got to open up. Probably not many. Okay. Just those right there. You see those Wheel of Fortune chips? That Viking chests give Wheel of Fortune chips. Right now, the most important monster you can kill is Vikings because of what y'all don't have. And I know you don't have keep levels, that's resources, that's another deal. Right now they got Vikings going on. You spend this Wheel of Fortune, it gives you more stamina, more gems, more free Monarch gear, more stuff, more gold that you need And just go in here, keep spinning it, keep spinning it, keep spinning it. Don't try to stockpile nothing past these Viking events. And I'm not going to spin it all day long. You just have you sitting here looking at me spinning the Wheel of Fortune. I'm making a video right now. So I'll do the alchemy shop here in a minute. But, so I'm going to go in and see what's new in the gems and everything with the 100s. I've been sending 100 gems and waybills. Okay, didn't really need. I got 322,000 gems. Look up top. I got a real pretty low level of gems, 322,000. So I'm going to go in here and recruit, try to refresh this tavern. I'm going to try and spend 100,000 gems refreshing the tavern. Remember, I got 322,000 gems. Just refresh the tavern till I see those duty gens that I told you I was trying to get. Menshikov, Hideyoshi. I got a 5-star Admiral Rockman. I'm trying to get y'all one. Trying to get Guan Ryu, Oleg of Novgorod, John 1 of Portugal, Skanderberg, UG Mundiok, the duty generals the game gives you for the in-city troop buffs. If you buff your ground and you buff your siege, you're fighting a range attack. So, and it's not just your T1 wall that's doing all the work. Andrew Jackson, every time you see him, get him. I don't know how many copies I got of him. I've already got a 5-star one of him. But if I can 5-star another one, and that gives me more range attack debuff than I got with the premium ones, I'll put that 5-star Jackson in there until such time as I can coin and get the premium one. I'm going to keep doing this. Because the fact is, if I staff all my sub-cities with the range and siege debuffs that the game gives me, and I 5-star all them, that gives me more range and siege debuff than the premium gens that are on this account already. And if I could 5-star the duty gens that the game gives me, well, I can focus my coining on getting duty generals for different buildings, like the embassy or the research factory or I don't know, the bunker, because the game don't give you officers for those buildings, and that gives you the high tier defensive buffs and debuffs that you need to stand up to these big motherfuckers. And well, you're just trying to stand up to a 1700 range attack, which Requiem did an excellent job standing up to that shit. Congratulations, Requiem, for having the defenses to do that. But I'm trying to get y'all where you can unbubble an SVS and join rallies, and a lot of you afraid to do that. Well, I know what you don't have. You don't have the duty generals that go on your buildings. And, well, we don't spend enough time refreshing the tavern. We're spending gold on, I'm going to get him because I can put him on one of my Senate seats if I get enough of him. The Senate is another thing, but that's a separate video on how that works. I could spend 30 minutes talking about the Senate. Just go through here and get these generals and get copies of them, because you get fragments out of the, he's another one I can put on the Senate. But you get fragments of generals out of relics, and you do need to do that when we're not playing Vikings. You get gold and gems to go through here from the relics. You get stamina from the relics, and you get general fragments. But he's worthless. This is not a high quality general. I hate that. But you will get 30 general fragments for every general you pull out of here. So spending your gems and your gold in here for several weeks, going in here and just trying to burn up 100,000 gems, pick up whatever general gives you in-city defense buffs or debuffs every time you can. Then every Trial of Nights event, star them motherfuckers up. After a while of you doing that, you'll have the debuff you need, and you'll have the in-city buffs you need where all but 2 or 3 players on this server hit you. You'll stand up to it. I mean, you might be a 3-tap for some of them, but those ain't the ones causing problems. You're just trying to stand up to a K-39 range attack right now. And I'm over here shaking my head like, how do you not? Why are we still having to prop people back up because of 1,700 range buffs zeroed them? So one thing I see that you're not doing, exactly what I'm doing right here, keep spinning it and spinning it and spinning it. Refresh, refresh, refresh till you burned up at least 100,000 gems, and then keep 200,000 gems in stash, because you're going to have to dismiss these generals and turn them into fragments. Just keep stockpiling fragments like you're, running away with gold. And we're doing Vikings right now. I'll do Bayard Knights. If you tell me you need gold, I'll help you find golden goblins. You tell me you need gold, this will eat up your gold, but you need them in-city buffs. And you look at this and you see I ain't finding shit. I'm over here throwing a lure in the water and I ain't nothing biting. So I'm going on the other side of the boat throwing a lure in the water and a damn thing biting. I'm moving the boat. I'm throwing a lure in the water. There ain't a fucking thing biting. I don't care. You keep refreshing that tavern. Spend it. Put your auto join on if you got it, or put your shit in tiles if you can, and go in here and spin this tavern. Refresh, refresh, refresh till you see something that's worth having. Like right now, I hadn't seen nothing but Andrew Jackson. You got to keep refreshing this tavern. Just keep going over and over and over. I ain't seen nothing. It happens like this, just like this. Spend a lot of time doing this. My wife's going to go to bed. I'm going to spend an hour and a half on her account doing it, so she gets them duty gens up, gets them in-city buffs up. She don't have a defense against 4,000 buffs. I'm going to go ahead and get him because I could put him in the Senate if I get enough of him. He don't have, Kimson men don't have the debuffs that I'm talking about. I'm going to hit something that does, and I'm going to try to keep you entertained till I do, to just show you. I go through here, half my day I'm spending in here just because I need to practice what I preach. Just keep going through here. Stay focused on doing this until you get, this ain't giving me shit. Like, this is one of the worst. Hell, I could 5-star him, but whichever one of these that I get the most of fastest, he ain't really worth nothing. He's in the hall. I've already got him. Okay. All right, him right there. Get him. Every time you see him, get him. And keep going. Ban Chow, Abdul Rahman, Menshikov, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Yuji Mundiak, Oleg of Novgorod, John I of Portugal, Askia Muhammad. Okay, I could put him in the Senate. I don't know how many copies I've got. I could put him in the Senate. I'm just picking up anybody that is a ground siege or mounted general that's offered in here. One of them I'm going to have 600 fragments of, and I'm going to be able to 5-star him. I've got some in my Senate that ain't 5-starred. I'm burning up gems, burning up gold until I've got a full Senate 5-starred out generals. Because it don't matter how big your generals are, what their buffs are. If they're in the Senate, all that matters is how many stars they've got. This is the cheapest way to get them. This don't cost me no money. In the game, I just got to kill monsters that give me gold, and I got to do stuff like cracking eggs or Guan Ryu. Every time you see him, get him. And just keep going through here till you got all them. Let's see how many. I still haven't even broke 300. Let's spin it a couple more times. Just spin it, spin it, spin it. Don't try to stockpile them coins. That'll give you your stamina you need. It'll give me some gems back. Give me some gold back. Just keep going forward and bull rush this shit and be serious about it. And get them damn generals. Get them damn general fragments. And get them in-city buffs. Each star only gives you, he's worthless. Each star only gives you 5 or 10% in-city buffs, but you add them all up, you get all them generals 5-starred. Not only can you train more troops at a time faster, or don't need him no more, he was in the hall. But not only is your building going to work better, research speed, construction speed, we all need that. I just did 20,000 days for K-43. And, okay, he's another one, range general. I can put him in the Senate. Can't ascend him. He ain't really what I'm looking for. Much as I go through here, I can get a mirrors for troop load. Attila works as a good assist for a mirror for troop load for things like relics, or I don't know, you go to the enemy server and you see something that's got a lot of resources, he's worthless. Okay, but I just keep going through here, keep tapping the button, keep refreshing it till you see something that you need. You know, don't quit. He don't have the debuffs that I'm talking about. But you get the idea. Just keep going through here until, I mean, I haven't even spent 1/3 of the amount of time that I'll normally spend in here. And I'll stop. You get the idea, but then you go over here and you got to dismiss them all and make them into fragments. So that's 20,000 gems. This is where you spend the most gems. 30,000 gems. 40,000 gems. 50,000 gems. 60,000 gems, 70,000 gems. Then I got a Guan Ryu and a Ban Chao, 80,000 gems, 90,000 gems. Then Andrew Jackson. But now look. Well, hold on. I got new this, new that. Okay. I've got 362 Andrew Jackson fragments. It takes like 600 to 5-star one of them. Well, if I can put a new 5-star Andrew Jackson, that's another 60% range attack debuff without the specialty. It's something like 85% range attack debuff with the specialty. If I can put that on my sub-city right now, and I've got a premium gen that's only up to 40%, and I got a coin to get more of them, well, I just improved my range attack debuff with a free general. This guy right here. 300 copies of him. This guy right here, 286 copies of him. You see what I'm doing right there. 376 copies of him. Just a few more times of getting him, and I can go over to my Senate, which I know y'all have opened Senates and got at least one haul. Let's go to one I hadn't completed. Okay, right there. I've got a range position that's got Edward the Black Prince in there at 1 star. Well, I've got other range generals that I could put, you just seen it, I could put it up to 3 stars. That gives my in-city mounted troop defense plus 10 and my attacking range troop attack plus 4. And, you know, I could move Edward the Black Prince off of there, but keep getting copies of him. And what if I get 600 in before anybody else? It takes a lot of gold and it takes a lot of gems, but these little knick-knack buffs, you need them. Let's go to another one. Okay, there's another one, Minamoto. I've got him at 3 stars. Well, I've been going through the tavern. Let's see how many. I'm lacking 6% defending troops attack. That's all of the troops in my city. 6% attack. I mean, that helps with the... I mean, it seems like knick-knack buffs, but you seen all the in-city buffs I had when I got hit with the 4800 range buff. You know, there's a 10% range troop attack I don't have. Here's another one. What if I get a 5-star Barbarossa before I get more rolling fragments? That's plus 10 mounted troop attack. You know, just little ones like that. And then there's events going on right now where you can get Merit Jade, where in-city range troop and siege machine HP. I'm at level 18 right now. Okay. Well, let's go up one. Now all I need is Merit Jade, and I'll have another attacking range troop and siege machine HP, enemy siege machine defense -4. That's another debuff. All I need is another, well, it's probably going to be 1,000 Merit Jades, but get more Merit Jades from the dailies. You know, get that up there. Get each one of these little knick-knack buffs, and then before long, you're looking at a situation where you have got, I mean, I've got all them buffs up above 2,000. You'll at least have them up 1,600, 1,700. And then somebody can hit you all day long with a 1,700 range buff, and you'll have somewhere approaching like 1,300, 1,400 range attack debuff. And then this guy here, with his 4,800 range attack ass, he can hit you, and so long as I got my ground march in there, he gonna bounce off of you, and it's gonna look about like this. And you gonna be like, you barely chipped the paint, motherfucker. Fuck you. That is where I want to get y'all. So go through that tavern, get them duty gens and get them sub gens, and they're free. Get the star levels. Then all you need is the Blood of Ares. We'll talk about how you can accumulate that. But I guarantee you, SVS pays out a lot of Blood of Ares, but you ain't going to get it if you don't got no defenses. So I'll help you out with all the gold that you need, as much of it as I can get. Some of you already seen that I will. But I'm putting my money where my mouth is. That's how I do this event. All right. I don't want to talk in circles. Y'all have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that good shit.